Hi folks, welcome to Maker Madness May. I'm Larry Boyer, one of the founders of Maker Madness, and I'm also on the board of the Chief Foundation. And during the month of May, every Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to bring you activities and projects to try to keep your maker skills sharp. We didn't get to have the physical Maker Madness yet this year, but hopefully we can bring a little madness to your home. I mean, why would we mess up the CHS cafeteria when we can completely mess up your home? Parents, don't hate me. Okay, so we certainly hope that you've been safe and not too bored. Okay, so maybe you've been a little bored, but that's okay, because we've got a great project for today. We are going to make an icosahedron.
Huh?
Okay, relax. It's just another name for a 20-sided figure, all made of triangles. This is an icosahedron, and we're going to make one today. Okay, let me say it again. Icosahedron. If you say that to your math teacher, you're going to be like a star student. Okay, so an icosahedron is a little bit like a soccer ball, except it's all triangles. Soccer balls have pentagons and some other shapes, but it's a similar idea. Icosahedrons show up in all kinds of strange places. They can be extremely tiny. Some molecules actually have this same shape, and they can be huge. There are big, beautiful buildings that have been built using the same kind of style. More triangles than 20, maybe like 100 or 200 triangles, but the same idea. Okay, let's get started. There are a few different ways you can make an icosahedron. We're going to look at two different ways of doing it. The first one is pretty simple. It's just out of a sheet of paper. There's some links next to this video for two different PDFs that you can download and print on your own printer. Hopefully you have access to a printer right now. The first one really just gives you a design that you're going to just print a sheet of paper, cut it out, and I'll show you how to put it together. And then the second one, we're going to cut out the pattern to make a basic triangle, and you're going to copy that triangle onto cardboard, which hopefully you've got some cardboard around from all those packages of ramen noodles that you're getting delivered. So we're going to make 20 triangles out of cardboard, and then we're going to tape that together as perhaps a larger version of an icosahedron. So we've got a few different ways you can do this. You can sort of take your choice, the way you want to build it, how big you want it to be. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the first of the techniques. Here we're going to follow this template. You can find the link attached to the video and just print this out. And I'm just going to do one thing. I'm going to put little X's here just to remind me what gets cut out. And then I'm just going to cut out the larger shape. And then you can see why I made the X's, because this is what we're going to cut out. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to fold each of these. I'm going to fold along See this main line here? I'm going to fold each of these. Okay? So I'm going to fold this one first. Okay? Then I'm going to fold this one. Okay? That one and that one. Now this one. So now you've folded this one, 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 this one. 10 folds. Then you also want to fold these 5 and these 5. So I'm just going to go like this. Fold it. And finally we want to tape it. First thing we tape is we want to go this all the way around to here. Okay, this very end and this very end. Put together like that. Okay. I like to use 2 pieces of tape. Okay, like so. And then we've got five on this side and 5 on this side. So I'm going to take 2 up here. That. And like this. Okay. There's those 2. Okay. Now I'll do the same to the other side. And then lay them down here like this. And they go like that. And okay, so the second technique uses the second sheet of paper that you can also find attached to the video. And the idea here is maybe a little simpler. All we're doing is cutting out a triangle that's going to act as a kind of a pattern. And the important thing is just that the triangle is an equilateral triangle, meaning all the sides are the same. You can turn it and it fits exactly on itself. And we're going to draw the triangles that we need to cut out. What I like to do is cut out the first one. Okay? And then I like to use this as a pattern for the other ones. So, do one at a time. All right. Now we've got 4. Okay. So now we get to the fun stage, now that we've got our 20 triangles. And we're going to look again at that first sheet that we made the paper one out of, and we're going to make that same pattern. We're going to tape together that same pattern. Okay? So, leave that here so you can see it. Okay. So, the main thing is the first 10 just go in a row like this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And this time I'm going to try to use sometimes I use Scotch tape, which is easy, but this time I'm going to try to use electrical tape. Okay. And the thing to bear in mind, you want these to be close together, but maybe not too close. You want them to be slightly apart. You know, you could use a nickel if you wanted to sort of see the gap that's in there, but it's easier to just do it by eye. Okay. I'm going to measure out. Okay, these. Like that. And you're making a little hinge. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, this is going to go together like this and form the middle part. Okay. But first, we're going to put the ends on it. Okay. 5 triangles on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally 5 on this side. Just like this. Okay. Looks right. Now, we do the final step. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to bring this up around like this. Remember, this edge, it's going to go to this edge. Okay, those two are going to come right together. Like that. Okay. Okay, like this. Now, I'm going to put it down on the ground like this with all the stars out. Okay, and I'm going to put these first two together. Okay, these three can sit here, and these two are going to come together. Okay. Okay. Now we turn it. How we do this one next. Okay. And we turn and we do this one next. Okay. And we turn. Now we're just closing the door. Okay. Okay. That. Now we're going to flip it over. And we're going to do the last 5. Okay. So right here and here. Okay. Turn it. And then this one next. And this one. And finally, the very last one. Okay. Now here's one that I did with tape. Okay, it doesn't look quite as nice, but you can certainly paint it, right? But same idea. Here's one that I did early on. This is just made out of little triangles with pieces of paper. This is nothing but a little piece of paper rolled up in like about 6 folds. And then you tape these 3 together into a little triangle. And then you do exactly the same thing. You lay all these triangles out like this. And then you build it just like we built that cardboard one. So that's another option. Okay, I have one other option. This is built from little sticks that you can get in the grocery store. They're kind of pointy, but just little sticks. And then I used rubber bands. And I put them together like this. This is, you have to watch out for the points. But you can see it's all just rubber banded together. Same idea. Exact same idea. And to do this, same thing, you're going to lay it out like this. You just put together a triangle, and then put together another triangle, and you line them up in this pattern, and then you're going to pull it all together just like we did the other ones, and then you're going to put the top together, and then you're just going to rubber band it. So there are many different variations of ways to make these. I want you to try to be creative. Anything you can think of that you can make a triangle out of, go ahead and do it and lay it out in this pattern, and you can make your own. So make some crazy icosahedrons. Okay, so that about wraps up our project for today. I want to add that you can decorate these in all kinds of ways if you want. You can use markers or paint. You could even use paper mache if you wanted to cover this. Might make it a little stronger and might make it easier to paint. All kinds of things you can do. So use your creativity. See what you can do with your new icosahedron. And take pictures, send them in to us, and we'll post them. Okay, we'll see you soon. Take care.